Sorry, one more domestic one. You spoke yesterday about the sexual harassment allegations against Governor Cuomo in New York. Has anyone from the White House reached out directly to anyone, to him or anyone on his staff? And then is the president concerned that this can serve as a distraction from Governor Cuomo's handling of the pandemic, and should he potentially step aside while this investigation is underway so that there are no distractions handling the pandemic?
Well, as I stated yesterday, the president's view has been consistent and clear that every woman coming forward should be treated with dignity and respect. That applies to Charlotte, that applies to Lindsay, and any woman coming forward. And since yesterday, of course, overnight, the Attorney General, it has been made clear that the Attorney General, the New York Attorney General, will oversee an independent investigation with subpoena power, and the governor's office said he will fully cooperate. We certainly support that process, and we'll wait to see that through.
Go ahead. Just to follow up, you reserve the right to sanction the Crown Prince in the future if deemed necessary, right?
Of course, we reserve the right to take any action at a time and manner of our choosing. I will note, Steve, that historically, the United States, through Democratic and Republican presidents, has not typically sanctioned government leaders of countries where we have diplomatic relations.
Okay. And a separate question, we saw the statement last night about Alabama and Amazon. Mm-hmm. Is the president endorsing Amazon workers forming a union there?
Well, the president broadly, and I think it was a video, just so people know the context of what you're referring to, the president believes that workers should have the right to organize. That is a fundamental value he has, and one that he has been consistent on for decades. We don't comment on specific cases where it is before the NLRB or could be before the NLRB, so we aren't going to weigh in specifically on Amazon, but we broadly, he believes that workers should have the right to organize, and hence he conveyed that in the video.
Lastly, on Burma, Myanmar, have you been forceful enough in your sanctions on Myanmar, because we keep seeing these bloody crackdowns, and are you coordinating with allies to look at more action?
We are absolutely. We put out a statement yesterday from National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. So let me just reiterate a couple of the pieces from that. That we remain alarmed by the Burmese security forces' violence against peaceful protesters. The killings represent an escalation of the ongoing crackdown on pro-democracy protesters since the February 1st coup. We are preparing the additional actions to impose further costs on those responsible for this latest outbreak of violence and the recent coup. And we expect to have more to share on that in the coming days.